Our mission is to create revolutionary role-playing games with memorable stories that move people all over the world, and immersion is part of this experience.
So with your choice and the experience that you're doing, then you can really feel that something matters.
You have the feeling of freedom, and you feel that it's real, it's really natural. That's why it makes it so great. This believability is inspired by life. The best stories come from life.
Anything we did has to be seamless, and it was very, very challenging.
Cyberpunk 2077 takes place in Night City. It's one of the biggest cities in New California. It's full of life, it's bright, it's loud, a city of dreams. So initially you feel that there's freedom of choice, but at some point Night City becomes a system that crushes you.
The idea we had for Cyberpunk is all about immersion. So when you talk with a character and you want to be close up, you want to see their facial expression, you want to see the mannerism. And we did not manage to find a way to make it work on third person. And this is why when we went to the first person, we could add those new experiences to the players.
It offers you this dream to become a legend in the city, so you can craft your path using different play styles. This little simple thing that you can use one of your Joy-Cons to fight with your katana.
It's still the same amazing experience, and I think the returning players will feel right at home. That being said, we do have a lot of way to experience the game, using the controllers, using on the go. We have the new amazing LCD screens with the VR support, and I do think it's the best way to experience the game on the go.
Agreed. Think so too, Reed.
When I was a kid, it was extremely difficult to make games, but now that we have all those amazing platforms, the kids are able to also know how to make games. It is something that is part of the culture, and I think that in the future we'll see even more amazing games, amazing ideas that we never thought would be possible 20 years ago or even 30 years ago.
We can expect new innovations and incredible possibilities.
Playing the game on Nintendo Switch 2 is the more cyberpunk way to play Cyberpunk.
私が子供の頃ってテレビ、漫画、やっぱゲームっていうエンターテインメントがあったと思うんですけど、やっぱりゲームって見るだけじゃなくて自分でやっぱ介入できるっていうところがやっぱすごく刺激的な他のエンターテインメントとは違う魅力がやっぱりあって、やっぱそれが子供心にすごく強烈なインパクトとして残っていて、大人になったら自分もなんかそういうものを作ってみたいなっていうのをやっぱすごく思わされた記憶が残ってて、もう本当それがきっかけで今自分もこの場にいるんだろうなっていうのは思いますけどね。やっぱり任天堂のハードって私が子供の頃にやっぱ初めて触れたゲーム機でもあるので、今になっても任天堂のハードというのは特別な感情が私の中にはあります。スイッチ2を初めて見た時はスイッチの上位互換のモデルっていうところにすごく興味を持ちました。ハンドヘルドのタイプと据え置きのタイプを兼ね備えていて、かつやっぱりスペックが大幅に上がっていたので、私が作ってる「ファイナルファンタジー7」のリメイクシリーズっていうのも十分動くパフォーマンスを持っているんじゃないかなっていうところを感じましたので、なのでぜひそれであれば参加したいなっていうふうに思ったのがきっかけでした。開発の仕方も非常にスイッチと親和性が高くて、スイッチの開発ノウハウがあればスムーズに開発が参加できるっていうのは非常に魅力的でしたし、さらにそのハード自体にも非常に多くのロムのメモリが搭載されているので、開発者にとっては非常に開発しやすいハードになっていると思います。で、実際私ももうゲーム開発をしてもう24年経ちますけど、今回初めて任天堂のハードでものづくりをできるっていうところですごく特別な気持ちを持ってますし、それがさらに私がゲーム業界を目指すきっかけを与えてくれたような「ファイナルファンタジー7」のリメイクシリーズであるっていうことはとても運命的な感情を感じています。ファイナルファンタジー7が任天堂プラットフォームで再出発できるということは私にとって非常に大きな意味を持っています。原作の FF7 って1997年に発売されて、そこから20年以上時が流れてこの FF7 っていうのを再創作することになっているので、 その当時のゲームでこう感じた感動とかこう驚きっていうのを今回このスイッチ2を通してもう一回新たにこう上書いてほしいっていう気持ちがあります。今のスイッチ2のスペックであれば実際にこうミッドガルをフルスペックでこう表現することが可能になってます。原作の要素っていうのをこう何でもかんでも変更するというよりかはやっぱある程度原作の要素っていうのをリスペクトしてその当時の技術では表現できなかったものっていうのを今の時代のハードで表現できるものっていうのを再創作するっていうところを、一番重要視したというふうに考えています。携帯ゲームでファイナルファンタジーをプレイできるってことはそれこそ会社でも通勤の中の電車の中とかでもプレイできますし、それを持っていってこう今俺ここまで進んだよみたいなちょっとこのイベントシーン見てみたいなのもこうやっぱリアルタイムなこう会話ができたりするじゃないですか。そういうのはやっぱこれまでなかったので非常にこう携帯機でのファイナルファンタジーっていうのはすごく期待しています。ゲームチャットについてはゲームをプレイしながらこうチャットだったりとかゲーム画面をシェアしたりっていうところでやっぱりこうリアルタイムでこう友達だったりとかとこうシェアできるっていうのはやっぱ新しいこうゲーム体験につながるかなっていうところを期待しているので非常に楽しみだなというふうに思っています。FF7 を遊んだことがない人にはまずこうクラウドとセフィロスを知ってもらいたいっていうのがあります。任天堂のスマッシュブラザーズでクラウドとセフィロスって登場させていただいていて今回このスイッチ2に FF7 リメイクシリーズをこう発表していくことでこう親子でこうキャラクターのファンになってもらってなんか語り合ってもらえたりとかすると、非常に嬉しいなというふうに思います。任天堂とファイナルファンタジーのブランドで強いパートナーシップを築いていけることを強く期待しています。スイッチ2で展開される今後のファイナルファンタジー7リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
What I look for in the game is that thing that keeps me there. And it could be the world, it could be just the general mechanic of it all. And then, of course, the real magic is when all of that comes together.
I mean, that is pretty much how my passion for video games started. And not just for me, I think, for a lot of developers out there. I mean, Nintendo have come up with a lot of features we see in games today are from Nintendo. Mario Galaxy 2, definitely one of my favorite games ever. I just love the level design, I love the creativity in that game. I 100%ed it, I absolutely love it.
And I think that is a thing when you get sucked in that way and you just lose track of time and you're in a different place. That's what games can really do in a way that no other entertainment can.
Split Fiction is a co-op only game, so you have to play with someone. And the story in short is about two characters, Miyu and Zoe. There are two writers, and they get to a tech company that can simulate your stories to life. And once they're there, they accidentally end up in the same simulation and have to escape the machine. And you have to play their stories to escape the simulation. The thing is though, one writes sci-fi and the other writes fantasy. So you have to play each other's genre. I felt as I wanted to play something with a friend that wasn't just a drop-in, drop-out. I wanted to play something that had, a narrative we could relate to, a character you could relate to, and also like a story we could experience together. Because you don't do it in gaming. In gaming, often you have your single-player experience, and then you have your co-op. Most of the time, it's a shooter or a drop-in, drop-out, or some kind of like a, So that's where it started.
It comes down to the shared experience. That's the thing. You want to usually watch a movie with someone, you want to go to a concert with someone, and that's the same with playing a game as well. It takes experience to something else when you do that experience you have with someone else in a game. That would not be the same unless they are there, because you're interacting with each other. That's what I really love with sharing a game experience with someone else.
The whole function with a great co-op, I believe, is to come up with mechanics that feel great and nice to play and that complement each other in a really nice way, and that puts the player in a way where you have to communicate.
So the opportunities that the Nintendo Switch 2 is giving Split Fiction is basically the core stuff that Nintendo Switch 2 has now, which is, for example, the game chat, where you can't really play it without being able to talk to the person you're playing with. So having that as a core feature, we make sure that we know that everyone who plays the game will be able to communicate, of course in couch, but also online. And as you have the game share as well, we know that there's a low barrier to just trying the game out with a friend. So you can really make sure that you get into the game quickly and then hopefully hook them on it and you can become those greater friends.
It's a good way to test your relationship.
It really
Actually, co-op will always be part of our DNA. I'm not saying we will only do co-op in the future, but we will always try to push the medium forward of co-op. What can we do there? First of all, we have become a way more experienced team. From a technical perspective, everything looks way better. It plays way better and it runs way better. So this is definitely the next step for Hazelight, and you will see when you play the game.
It is only possible for us to be able to put it out on the Nintendo Switch too. So to be able to keep bringing our co-op games to a new generation of Nintendo platforms is just great.
Bring it on then!